Okay, so today I am the feature speaker. So Tim, are you going to help me to announce myself while I get prepared?
I can definitely help you with that, Humphrey. So Humphrey was very organized and gave me his bio to read to you all. So Humphrey is the founder and CEO of Juga Marketing. Before starting his company, Humphrey graduated from Simon Fraser University in computer engineering. He worked in a software company designing space software before turning his career upside down and moving to Beijing, China in 2008. During his 3 years in China, he co-founded a startup company helping travel companies and travelers remembering their experience. He loves traveling, although these days he can only afford one big trip a year, and hopefully his one big trip a year isn't right now or anytime soon. He also ends up spending most of his time checking out different bubble tea places with his wife, Alison. So please welcome Humphrey Ng from Juga Marketing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Tim, for the introduction. But yeah, I mean, we actually booked a vacation ahead too. And then, yeah, before everything goes wild. So I'm kind of glad that we're all home and safe. So today I want to talk about the customer journey. It's really, right now, it's not the good time to ask for a sale. And as a lot of business, a lot of individuals are quite shocked. So like many of you who said, it's best time right now to start focusing inward and start looking at your own business structure. So this is kind of a presentation to show you how on the digital side of things. So who am I? Who is Juga? So Juga Marketing has been around since 2012. Like Tim was saying, like I've actually been working in a larger tech company when I first started, and then learn about the system, learn about the process. And then when I had a chance to run a startup company in China, I was leading 6 members on a development team. And then when I was learning how to marketing, how to do sales, all from the bootstrap, that's really my big transition. And when I came back to Canada, that's when I started my kind of agency. And now the agency is, we are certified in Google Analytics and Google Ads. We also are a consultant for Active Campaign, which is a marketing automation tool. We also a partner for Facebook Pro. That just means that we help clients do advertisements on Google Ads or on Facebook ad platform. Again, my goal, which I reiterate every single week, is that we help organizations grow through insights and automation. So that's a big part. But the whole idea about automation is start by understanding the customer's journey. And that's what today is about. So I've shown this circle many times for all my presentations. This is how I start. But for the new members here who haven't seen it, and for the visitors here, this is really kind of what we usually call a marketing funnel. However, it's not a funnel because if you think of it, it's really a circle of life where your business is the core. So when you're having your business as the core, because every single business is unique, it's unique based on their personal preferences, their staff, the way of doing business, the pricing, the product, everything contributes to your business. And that's why you have a different way of bringing in customers. But they usually would typically go through the 4 cycles. So at first, if people don't know about you, they need to be aware of who you are, and you need to capture the interest of them. So in order to turn an interest into a lead, you need to kind of understand who they are, kind of understand what kind of value proposition that you have. And then once you capture their attention, doesn't mean that they're ready to buy, right? They still need to somehow consider your service, making sure that they're comparing the benefits, the features, comparing who are your competitors, like how do you fare amongst other people. And then when the time comes, right, that's when you start converting. And then after you have win them as a business, you really have to service them and delight them so that they will send you a good referral. So that's the type of a cycle that we usually work with. Of course, not all business would go through the whole cycle. For example, if my pipe in the house leaked, right? I'm not going to go through the interest consideration referral. I'm just going to look up, Google. I'm just look up Google, look up Yelp, right? I'm just going to look for the best plumber that I can find, right? Who's Connor, and then I'm just going to give him a call, and then that goes right into the conversion instead of going all through. So what happens is that a lot of people think about marketing as people who are building ads or creating ads, and that's capturing interest, right? That's the only thing, and the only thing that they care is about the conversion. And when we start working a little bit more, that's where we understand that the amount of effort that we need at different stage is actually quite different, right? So interest stage, when we start to create that awareness, that start building the awareness, contributes about 30%, and the conversion side takes about 10%. The majority of the time is really on the nurturing stage of things. So when people are you need to start doing the dance with them, you need to start following up with them, and that's the time, majority of the time, that's really the bulk of that customer's journey. And a lot of businesses also neglect the referral stage. I know we're all in BNI, and that's kind of the reason why referral is a big part, and it really is, right? So having a way of create a systematic way to start bringing in the referral, it's actually quite important, and that's what a lot of businesses are lacking. Okay, so I'm going to go through the different stages in relation of how Juga marketing would help as well in different stages as well. So during the interest stage, your purpose is really to raise awareness to the brand, right? And what it means is that it's bringing in the traffic, either foot traffic or website traffic, right? So some of the ways that we do it, it's through media buying, right? So we would help with Facebook ads or Instagram ads, Google ads. My wife pointed me that last week, like she never seen a restaurant, like I think Earl's, that was like putting out ads. But then because of the slowdown time, they are starting to create awareness of that, the fact that they are doing online delivery, right? So Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and Google ads, these are the things that we would help on. Also with the media exposure side, really social media is the best way to cheaper way to do it. Although you have to start collecting your fan base or your followership before you can actually start leveraging that platform. Of course, referral is another good interest stage. And when we start going through the consideration stage, the purpose is really the staying on top of mind and building the trust. And I've said it in my 60 seconds, this is the time to start building trust and staying top of mind with other people. I'm sure all of you have received like 20, 30 emails from CEOs around the world about how they're dealing with COVID-19 and the fact that they're probably either wiping down or that the fact that they're closing. So that's one way for them to do it. However, when I'm advising my client, some of the things that we can start building on is by using social media. For example, if you have an Instagram account, run some Instagram hashtag contests right now. That's a good way to start building up that top of mind and just let people entertain themselves a little bit while going through these tough times. At the same time, we also have an offering for the email automation side. So we can help target the right crowd, the right client, but based on their behavior. And we can start scoring them, whether they are qualifying them as a good lead or they're not a good lead or they're a good conversion target, okay? And at the same time, Facebook and Instagram, they offer retargeting ads as well. So that's another way for you to keep the top of the mind as well. Okay, so conversion. So by the time that people understand your business, the conversion is really choosing the right timing. So we can do this through a website chat widget. We can do it through amping up your frequently asked question page. Look up your testimonial page. or just sometimes just pick up the phone and just call them at the same time as well. So all these are things that Juga Marketing can help as well. So I can show you a little bit more. And the referral stage, is part of that systematically asking for testimonials and asking for referrals and feedback. Okay, so this is a slide that I want to show you guys. What to do during the recovery period. So again, time to engage current and past customers. So running Instagram hashtag contests, running video contests. It's not something that will make you money right now, but it's something that you start building that relationship right now. And building groups and communities. So having a BNI Zoom chat group is a great way. Start engaging them. I know Michael has a business group that on Facebook as well that I think is great. It's a good time to start providing support. Start building out that time. Oops. Okay, and then and the other thing that we find is that there's an explosion in online learning. So people either want to learn a new skill now that they're stuck at home, or that they have something that they can teach. So my ask is that if people have something to teach, let's have a chat. We have a way to do it. It's also a great time to start building up the infrastructure because how to get your retail store online. Okay, so having an e-commerce site, talk to Dave a little bit to see how to get an e-commerce site on. Creating a CRM, a customer relationship management system that tidying up, making sure that you're following up with people, creating an email automation, having a feedback system. These are things that we should be doing right now. So this is my website. I know you're all probably browsing on your phone right now. So if you have a chance, take a look at our website. A lot of the stuff that I've mentioned, the technique that I mentioned are on this website. If you look at the right-hand corner, that's the little chat widget. Don't chat with me now because I'm quite busy doing the presentation. But a lot of these are shown up on here. Oh, and one more thing, this is my last slide. Please give me some feedback for today's seminar. So if you are on a mobile device, you can scan the code. And then on your camera, it should bring you to the same link. If you know, you can just do a link.juga.com/review. And this is my presentation. That's it. I'm open to question, by the way.
Yeah, great job, Humphrey. Does anybody have any questions?